Long time no see. Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sue Alani and I'm so happy you are here. As you can see, we have a new look. In this video, I will be getting ready with y'all to achieve this look, and I will also be sharing 24 lessons that I've learned in 2024. But before we get into it, I just want to let you know that we are all about upgrading and positivity on this channel with content such as lifestyle videos, motivation, vlogs, self-care, and much more. So if that sounds like your thing, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Let's get into it. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna obviously start with skincare, but it's not going to be a tutorial. So I'm gonna be talking more about this year, my experiences, and everything that I've learned. This is not in any specific order, but let's start at number one. The first thing that I would say I learned this year is to let go of unhealthy expectations. I'll pause for that. What do I mean with unhealthy expectations? It doesn't necessarily have to be unhealthy, it's just expectations in general. This year, I literally learned that having expectations, you are literally setting yourself up to be disappointed. So, and if you have certain requirements or let's say boundaries, that's different, but don't have expectations. Don't be expecting you out of somebody else, because people are not you. A lot of times we think like people should be doing this and that just because we would do that for them. And I hate to inform you this, but it truly doesn't work like that. Yes, we don't have any control whatsoever on anybody's actions and their thoughts, and the way that people act are literally a combination, a fusion of how they were raised and the things that they consume, how they are thinking currently, how a person was raised and how they think and how they operate. That doesn't have anything to do with you. As much as you will want someone to say or do the right thing, you literally have no control over it, and it doesn't even have anything to do with you. It's literally not about that. There are a lot of other factors that play a role, and a person can never be you. So if you want to give without the expectation to receive anything in return, and I promise you, you'll be less disappointed. What we gonna do today is all the vibes. Divorce, babe. Divorce.
Divorce, babe. Divorce.
That was so random. Another thing that I've been saying a lot these days is like, let's pop some bottles. It's celebrating season, love. Let's pop some bottles. The second thing that I learned is to face your fears and step out of your comfort zone. I cannot stress this enough. Like, this year was definitely something because I took a lot of risks. I'm applying my primer, by the way, y'all. I took a lot of risks. I challenged myself a lot. Stepped out of my comfort zone a lot. Things that I wouldn't normally do, I did. And it has been just so fun, new, and refreshing. It's literally like a breath of fresh air because you've never had these experiences before. So it's like, what's it gonna lead to? What's gonna happen? Since I'm all about constantly upgrading, it's like, why wouldn't I step out of my comfort zone? How can you upgrade? How can you grow? How can you learn being in your comfort zone? Make it make sense. It don't. Stepping out of my comfort zone also gave me a lot of great opportunities, a lot of things that I didn't expect to happen. This is what I learned this year, and I encourage you to practice it as well in 2025, because stepping out of your comfort zone, people don't realize how big of a difference just stepping out of your comfort zone for 1 year can make at the end of the year. And challenging myself, stepping out of my comfort zone, reaching out to people, or just having certain conversations, putting myself out there, constantly putting myself out there, putting out content. This year I officially started creating content and posting on YouTube. So I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone. When you step out of your comfort zone, you will slowly start to adapt, and that's upgrading, that's growing, that's changing. Just step out of your comfort zone. Just try. It doesn't have to be anything big at first, but you know, the small steps that you make every day is eventually gonna lead to bigger decisions, and you're gonna see the difference. Okay, I'm gonna start with the eyes. Another thing that I've learned this year is being alone is most definitely okay. Being alone doesn't necessarily mean that you're lonely. Being alone is very peaceful. Being alone gives you more focus. And I'm not only talking about from a relationship perspective, I'm talking about in general. Like, constantly having people around you take a break, sis, because alone time is reflection time, alone time is peaceful time, alone time is recharge and reset time. The brows are done, so I'm just gonna conceal right now. Make sure that you have some alone time. You see that? You see that? Done. Yes sir, yes ma'am. I feel like I would look so good with contact lenses. Another thing I learned this year is that everything is a season. Even if you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, it's not a bad life. Everything is for a season, and there's so much more ahead of you. Trust me when I tell you, this year wasn't easy on me at all. Like, you couldn't pay me to do this year over again. There were a lot of downs, but there were also a lot of ups. What I'm trying to say is that it's not a bad life, it's just for a season. And remember that even if you are in those seasons, count your blessings and just know that you're gonna make it through it. Like, the only way out of it is through it. To keep your head up, stand tall, don't let your crown slip. In the midst of it all, just remember that you are blessed. That's when one of my favorite quotes comes in. You let your bad days affect you too much, and you don't let your good days affect you enough. In the midst of it all, to have something that you can hold on to and to be grateful for something. You know what I mean? Because we forget our blessings when we're going through things. So just know that you're gonna make it through it, because if you have made it through all the other things that happen, you're gonna make it through this one as well. And it's not gonna rain forever. Like, the sun has to come out. So just remember that it's just a season. What should I do next? I don't know what I'm gonna do with the eyes yet, because I already know the outfit. I'm probably gonna put it right here because I want to keep it chill and cute, because the outfit I'm wearing is chill and cute. Like, it's a very, like, she's a good girl kind of outfit. So let's see what we gonna do. Expect the unexpected. Sometimes we forget how much can happen in a year, and how you start at the beginning of the year is completely different on how you end it, or at least I do. I'd be a whole different person, and it's just beautiful to see growth. But expect the unexpected. A lot of things can change in just a few months, so imagine a whole year. And that's to say, when one door closes, another one opens. Like, things are constantly changing and working out, whether it's in front of you or behind the scenes. You just never know what's going on. So expect the unexpected. And while you're at it, shift your mindset, because your mindset is your reality. So this is the eye look so far. I think I'm gonna add this color right here. Just make it a very cute demure. I said I'm not gonna use that word no more. I'm just kidding. Ooh, she pigmented. It's giving because I'm icy, wifey. Haters wanna fight me. Never been a one get girl. After I'm done doing eye makeup, I always have to put my beauty mark. I was born with this beauty mark, but every time I'm done doing my eye makeup, I have to paint it again because it gets covered and it gets dull. It's one of my most unique features. I love my beauty marks. Yeah. It's giving icy, wifey. Y'all gonna be fed up with me after this. The next thing that I'd say that really helped me this year, write down all your ideas. Sometimes we really be getting like some bomb ideas, and I'm sure that you had some bomb ideas this year. Ideas that can make you money, ideas that can help you in your personal growth. But just write them down, because the thing is that a lot of times we be having these awesome ideas, right? And we're like, oh, I'm gonna remember this on the line. We don't be remembering nothing. We be forgetting. And when you write them down, it's like a promise to yourself that you are gonna put it in action, right? And you won't forget it. One thing leads to another. You never know what can happen. This year, all the different ideas that I had regarding myself, regarding business, or just any kind of idea in general, I would write them down so I won't forget. And that's been a really great thing that I did this year. It's 11 a.m. and I have to be done around, let's say, 12:30. I was very like this with my planner. I planned everything. I wrote everything down, every idea, every activity. Compared to last year, this year I went hard on my planning. So it's not about being perfect in that thing that you wanted to reach. It's about seeing progress. It's about seeing growth. And this year I've seen a major progress in that. So that's what I'm proud of. Let's go in with the foundation. This is like very light. So we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. I mean, on camera it looks pretty light, but when I look at myself in the mirror, it looks pretty matching to my skin tone. And I went to the beach like 2 days ago, so I'm a little tanned. I think we're at number 7. Use your talents. If you notice you're gifted with something or you have any specific talent, don't let it go to waste. Use your talent. See how you can combine them with your other talents and try to figure out a way to make money off of it. I'm just saying. We're gonna be working the majority of our lives anyways, so I'm gonna do something that I love. I'm not gonna be miserable. I'm gonna be happy and paid. Because eventually, if you stick long enough to what you love and have a strategy, build yourself, make yourself known, stepping out of your comfort zone, you're gonna be paid. I promise you. Okay? Just believe in yourself and believe in your vision and use your talents, because I know you're gifted. I know you are. So just get to it. Don't let people get inside of your head. Do what you need to do. Do what you love to do. Do what makes you happy. And eventually it's gonna pay off. Right now I'm just gonna be like contouring the face. I already started, so you can already see that. You see that? Why she gotta yell though? You see that? I know you do. Don't lie now. I know you do. The next thing that I'd say I learned is to trust your gut. I've always been very in tune with how I feel and my gut, and when things are just feeling a little bit off. I always know before I know. Trusting your gut, trusting your instincts, because we do be knowing things, especially us women. I don't know what it is, but a woman's intuition, being a woman in general, it like comes with superpowers. We really do be knowing things before they actually happen. We be knowing what's up, and we know wrong from right. Deep down, we know who's right and who's not right for us. Let's just be honest. We know who is and we know who isn't. I'm not saying you gotta get rid of people right away. It's up to you to decide, but giving people a lot of chances and the benefit of the doubt is eventually gonna cost you in the long run. It's easier to let go. The longer you hold on, the harder it's gonna be to let go. And she preaching this morning. You feel like you start to change, you start to evolve, like your mindset is changing, your goals are changing, and just things in your life in general are changing. I hope that you are keeping inventory and track of who's around you. Be very mindful of that. Surround yourself with people who are on the same journey to get to where they need to be going, or they have similar dreams and ambitions with you. And also surround yourself with people who are better than you, people who already accomplished the things that you want to accomplish, or people who can share experiences, people who you can learn from, and it will also serve as an inspiration to get to where you want to be going. If you don't feel inspired, or if you are not growing in your circle, it's not a circle, it's a cage. Eventually, when you are changing, when your mindset is changing, when you are growing, when you are elevating, when you are upgrading and leveling up, you're gonna see why certain things didn't work out. Not everybody can go on the journey with you, and on the way to the top in that elevator, some people are gonna need to get off because they are slowing things down, and it's okay, it's fine. We all have different journeys, we all have different lifestyles and priorities. So if theirs doesn't align, that doesn't mean that you need to hop on their elevator, which is not going where you want to be. No, like, respect it, allow it, and move on. Now, I'm gonna do my blush right now. You'll make the money back. Save money, but also spend. It's gonna come back. And scared money don't make no money. It all comes back, and it comes multiplied. Just have that aura. That's how I think about it. And it hasn't failed. Another thing that I learned this year is don't let things build up, meaning that if you have an important conversation to have that conversation. You know, don't let things build up. Don't let your feelings build up, because it is so not healthy and it affects you in so many ways. You have something to say it. And this goes hand in hand with the other thing that I learned, is to talk when you're ready. These two things go hand in hand, right? Don't put it off for too long. Have the important conversation. Don't let it build up. But remember to talk when you're ready. Don't talk when you are mad, frustrated, and under a lot of emotions. Talk when you're ready. Like, take your space if you need to. When you're ready, talk. Don't avoid the uncomfortable conversations and situations. Do it when you're ready, but don't put it off for too long. The next thing would be that when you are not getting the energy that you deserve, doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. You're just in the wrong place. So as women, when energies are off and stuff like that, we tend to like love harder or go harder. But sis, it's about to be 2025. We're not doing that. We've been not doing that, and that's the next thing. Go where you're loved. It feels so good, so empowering to actually be somewhere that you're appreciated. And I really hope that you never settle for less. Go where you are loved. Go where you are appreciated. Go where you're listened to. Go where you're understood, and you'll be fine. And those people who couldn't give you the energy that you deserve, they're probably gonna be sick to their stomach, and that's their problem, because you are somewhere now that they're loved and they couldn't give it to you, and that's totally fine. That's fine. Okay, this next thing is pretty self-explanatory. Is loving yourself. I would also say work on yourself. So love yourself, but also work on yourself, because if you love yourself, you're gonna work on yourself, and while you're working on yourself, you're gonna love yourself more. And be patient when you're working on yourself, because it's not going to be an overnight change. It's not all going to happen right away, and it's going to take some time to see results. But be patient with yourself, and being patient is a way of showing love. Love yourself enough to be patient with yourself. I'm going to eat this up. Period. Everybody has their own opinion, but you should be more worried about yours. In a world full of judging, being scared of what people may say, being scared of what people may think, and how people perceive you, worry about your own opinion, because at the end of the day, you have to be okay with yourself, because you are the most consistent person in your life. Like, you're gonna always be there for yourself. Like, nothing else and nobody else is guaranteed. It's not hard, it's just new. As a perfectionist, this year taught me that I have to give things time. I'm a fast learner, so I usually learn things really fast, but this year taught me you don't have to know everything, and you're not always going to be perfect and everything, or not perfect, but like, you're not always going to know all that right away. Give yourself time to learn new things, being patient, but also accepting new opportunities, chances, possibilities, and learning moments, you know. The next would be a reminder that you decide what you put up with. I don't have to explain that much. You decide what you are going to put up with. So whatever you are putting up with is your decision. Yeah, let that sink in. As I'm letting the powder set, I'm gonna go in with highlighter. This year really whooped my ass. Another thing that I've learned that is also very important is to ask for advice, but also figure some things out on your own. If you really want advice for something, go ahead. Don't get like dependent on asking for advice. At every little thing that happens that you are already, okay, what should I do? I don't know what to do, because then you're gonna lose your sense of decision making and control over your own life. Make your decisions on your own. Be comfortable with the decisions that you make. Ask for advice, but don't get really dependent on asking for advice. And give things time. A lot of times we are rushing or like getting anxious because we want to see what it's gonna be, or we want to see how it's gonna work out, or what's gonna happen. Live in the moment and focus on now, because the time is gonna pass anyways. Being anxious is not gonna let the time go by faster. You don't have to be in control of everything, and that's totally fine. What's meant to be will be, and it's gonna happen, okay? Another thing is that nothing and nobody is perfect, so it's totally fine to make mistakes. And remember that you're not gonna ever have the perfect person. Like, even if it's friends, even if it's relationships, or just people that you have around you. If you are blessed enough to have people around you who have your best interests at heart, people who have good intentions for you, they don't have to be perfect. People are gonna mess up. You're never gonna find that perfect partner, that perfect friend. Like, you're not gonna have somebody that just comes out of a box perfect. You grow together, you learn together. There are certain things that they're gonna have to change. There are certain things that you are gonna have to change that maybe you didn't pay attention to before. And just don't put that, you can say, that expectation on somebody else or even yourself to be or look perfect. It's okay to not be okay, but don't sit in it for too long though. it's okay. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Allow yourself to feel and remember that it's okay to not be okay. The last thing would be, while prioritizing your mental health, you don't have to stay in touch with people. Do what you need to do daily with the amount of energy that you have and pour it into yourself first. Don't feel obligated or forced to stay in touch with anybody. Take your space if you need to and be busy with yourself and your growth. And I really did that this year. Like, the people around me know, like, they know. I might take a few hours to reply, or I might take a few days. There has been weeks that I didn't answer, but they know that if they need me, I'm there. And that's just how it should be. You should really be prioritizing the things that you have to do, the things that you need to get done, your mental health, the things that you currently have going on. And there's no hard feelings, and we know what's up. Stop trying to be in touch with everybody and just focus. And you can reply and talk to people when you're not as busy. The eyeliner is done. The people who truly love and support you is gonna be fine with that, and they're gonna respect that. The relationship is not gonna be affected, and that is really important. So have those kind of people around you. Overall, this year taught me how strong, ambitious I can be, and a little bit clearer about my vision and about where I want to be, who I want to be around, and what it's gonna take. I've learned so much about myself this year, and it's so beautiful. A lot happened this year. Truly, when I say a lot, I mean a lot. My mental health really went through it this year, but I also did a lot of great things and started new businesses and started new ideas, and I'm working on some bomb things for 2025. Y'all gonna have to wait around for that. I'm really excited for 2025. I'm excited because last year I couldn't even imagine that I'd be standing here right now. That's the magic of letting the time pass by. You never know what's next. You never know how it's gonna be next year. It's always a blessing. It's always very beautiful to look back and see how much you've grown. I'm very excited for growth. I'm very excited for new things, new experiences, new people, and new everything, because we're constantly upgrading. For the moment of truth, let me fix this. Oh my God. But honestly and truly, I am so very grateful for 2024. Regardless of anything that happened, I don't have any regrets, and I look forward to 2025. I'm just so proud of myself and my growth and everything that I've been doing right now, because I know that eventually it's gonna pay off. I just know that 2025 is gonna be my best year yet. Yes, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey this year. I forgot the lip gloss. I just want to thank you so much for supporting me throughout 2024. Watching my videos, liking the videos, commenting, sharing your feedback with me. What I really want you guys to know is that yes, I do make these motivation videos, and I know that they help other people, but they also help me as well, because I know these tips and I know these methods, and sometimes I struggle myself. But when I'm making these videos, it reminds me and it boosts me and it gives me the energy to keep going, and to know that I am inspiring other people to also keep moving and keep going makes me want to go harder. Constantly on the go, getting things done. I'm not complaining, because you shouldn't complain that you have a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat, right? But it gets a lot sometimes, you know? So I'm still trying to learn how to balance these things out. I'm a student, I'm a content creator. I have an accessory business, I have subtitling, translation, like podcast subtitling, translation business. I also have projects that I'm working on. I'm working with other people for like social media and content and branding, like things like that. Did I mention that I'm a student? I might as well mention it again. And yeah, you know, you have your personal life as well, friends, your families, and myself, my hobbies, other things that I want to do that doesn't have anything to do with work. So just trying to find the balance. And I think 2025 is going to be about balance and going harder, but also resting, giving myself what I deserve. I've been sowing, so 2025 is the time to reap. And I just know that 2025 will be blessed, and I'm wishing all the best and all the good things for you as well. Start off this year right. Plan it, have your vision. You don't need to have a physical vision board, but if you want to have a digital vision board, go for it. Like, have a vision, plan your vision, plan your goals, and don't let anything stop you. And I truly wish that 2025 is as blessed and as special as you are, and that all your wishes and dreams come true. But always remember, for them to come true, you also have to put in the work. So feel free, if you need some motivation, to come back on my channel and watch the videos. And 2025 is ours. If this video inspired you in any way, you can show me this by liking the video. And if you don't want to miss out on any other content just like this from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can connect with me through my socials, which will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!